What would we find if we could look into the future? Will we be living like the Jetsons, served by machines? Or will we be trying to battle the machines like the Terminator? Today, there's a new technology race that pits the U.S. against both China and Russia. It's the race for AI, artificial intelligence, which many believe will define the century and maybe our survival. Lisa Fletcher reports.
It was a defining moment of the 20th century.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
After more than a decade of lagging behind the Russians in the space race, the U.S. launched Apollo 11, putting men on the moon, and the U.S. in first place, with implications that went far beyond space exploration.
It's one small step for man.
For generations, America has dominated the advancing technologies that came from spaceflight, building a space station, then the reusable space shuttle. Now it's the U.S. that finds itself in another race, this time with Russia and China, for arguably the highest stakes yet, the race for AI, artificial intelligence.
Do you see parallels between what's happening now with AI and the space race of the 1960s?
Well, there clearly are a number of parallels.
Elsa Kania is an analyst focused on Chinese advances in artificial intelligence.
Hey. I think what is unique about artificial intelligence is that these technologies could prove quite far-reaching in their implications and perhaps transformative in ways that could more radically disrupt the global balance of power.
In 1957, it was a sound that awakened America to Russia's advances, from the Soviet satellite Sputnik. In the race for AI, it was a game that convinced the Chinese to go all in.
You've identified what you think was China's Sputnik moment, only it wasn't a satellite. It was an ancient Chinese board game.
Yes, so it was quite striking that when AlphaGo, an AI system developed by Google's DeepMind, defeated Lee Sedol in the game of Go in the spring of 2016.
Go is an ancient and highly complex game deeply ingrained with war strategy. So when leaders in Beijing saw AI beating the best human, they knew it was time to act.
That was not only a moment that really highlighted the rapid advancement of AI technologies, given that previously experts had predicted that the game of Go couldn't be solved by an AI for another 10 to 15 years perhaps. That was also a moment that highlighted to Chinese leaders, including military leaders, that these rapid advances in AI could pose a strategic challenge to China.
Do you have a go-to game-changer technology when it comes to AI?
There is a lot of concern and very active development of swarming capabilities, or the idea of using swarm intelligence to create swarms of hundreds, perhaps someday thousands of drones that could be used potentially as an asymmetric capability on the future battlefield.
One place the U.S. does have an advantage is talent. Kania says we lead in innovation. And the Pentagon's own high-tech innovators at the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, have increased their spending in AI, getting as much as $2 billion to invest in future projects. And over at NASA, where space is the final frontier, AI is a new tool to go where perhaps man doesn't even need to go himself.
If you look at the Mars rovers and some of the experiments that we have going on space station and all that, a lot of that is incorporating AI into that day-to-day operation of the vehicle because time delays of transmission.
Tom Engler is the Director of Center Planning and Development at the Kennedy Space Center. He showed us around the control room last used for the space shuttle.
Do you think there's a natural intersection between space and AI?
You can't robotically teleoperate a vehicle on Mars. You have to turn it loose and let it do its thing. And so I'd say that the way in which we've designed a lot of these deep space probes and planetary explorers incorporates AI in a large way so that they can accomplish their mission with minimal guidance from ground-based controllers.
To help speed up innovation and keep places like the Kennedy Space Center busy in a post-space shuttle universe, NASA has thrown open the gates to private industry. Leading the way, SpaceX, which now flies off the old Apollo moon mission launch pad. Its founder, Elon Musk, has his own view of AI's potential to change our world.
I'm very close to the cutting edge in AI, and it scares the hell out of me. It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows, and the rate of improvement is exponential.
One of the visionaries of our time, Elon Musk, says AI scares the hell out of him. Does it to you?
I think personally, in the foreseeable future, there are more reasons for concern about the weaknesses and vulnerabilities of AI technologies that are becoming more pervasive in use than about its potential for becoming the Terminator.
Stuff that seems so funny in the movies does sometimes come to pass later, not just science fiction anymore.
It is not, and a new study of attitudes about AI shows overwhelmingly Americans, 82%, say they think AI needs to be very closely managed, and they think it's going to be more harmful than helpful to humanity. The things Americans are most concerned about: surveillance, spreading of fake or harmful online content, and AI being used to initiate cyber attacks.
Very interesting. Thanks, Lisa.